lactating Japanese women.
What the heck, bro?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Similar to anime titty milk.
To episode 58.
Also, one more thing before we go on, Sam. I am a Minnesotan cop now. They said change.
They did. So he is now a Minnesotan cop. Welcome to episode 58 of the Archives of Eternity. Let's get right into intros. CO3R1C, Leopold Marcus Arcadian will both probably be late today. We hope to see them later in the episode, but you know it's iffy. But playing Bert Greystoff and Connie Romave, we have the glorious god of balance, Azul.
Hi, how are you?
As the Hat of Many Hats, we have Lemmy Lemonhead, the Lime Green Lemon Man.
Get in the freaking orb!
As Caladra Baratheon, we have the Gremlin Queen of Chaos herself, Failsam.
Hello, hello.
As Aya Alden, we have Professor Zool, the Brilliant.
I have mastered wormhole technology. And I'm not
I
sharing.
mastered it because I gave you blueprints. Sorry.
As Advin Kare, we have the Nirvana-seeking Tamaz Alpha.
Well, not really Nirvana seeking, but thanks for an introduction. I can't wait for another drug-free hallucination.
Woot woot.
God damn it.
Quick announcements. YouTube has been fucky for the past couple of days, and I have been unable to post the previous episode. Yeah. So, that's been awesome and amazing.
Is it just because it's long? Because I posted a video.
No, it's shorter than the majority of our episodes, but for whatever reason, it's just not letting me post. When did you post your your video?
Like yesterday night.
Okay, it's been giving me issues since yesterday and into early this morning. It's like weird. And
it did take a hot minute for a pretty short video, but
yeah.
So like if it was longer, maybe that's the problem.
Maybe, but like I left it overnight and it stayed at 0%, so it's like weird.
Perfect.
And then I tried every
videos to get out overnight.
I tried every hotfix IT mumbo jumbo that my dad taught me to try and fix it, but you know didn't work. And then one of my darlings friends also posts like every day, and he's also having trouble, so it's weird. So
Long story short, YouTube can. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut.
YouTube's being mean. They're being mean to me.
Better than Twitch, but not by much.
They're being mean. But yeah, so you know, I'm hopefully that'll get figured out and I can post it after this video. It's been weird. It's been weird. But beyond that, I am trying to get my Echragan TikTok up and running finally. I figured out how to fix the issue of audio disappearing, finally. And so I now am able to post my Aeidros Expandeds. And hopefully I will begin...
Post some funny stuff from our actual episodes as well.
Yes, I will be... I will be posting some funny and some emotional pieces from our actual games and trying to get some eyes on that. So please go check out the Echraganleviathan TikTok, which I will be putting a link to in the chat at some point, hopefully.
I would probably say that you might want to name it The Legends of Aeidros, or at least the Nightmen.
No, it's the Echraganleviathan TikTok. I know. I'm gonna have to come up. I'm gonna have to get an actual official one, but for right now, it's just the Echragan TikTok for now.
Yeah, I feel like it'll confuse some people.
It will.
Yeah,
it most definitely will. I'm gonna have to get a Legends of Aeidros TikTok set up and shit. But for now, we got that. So until further notice, check out the Echragan TikTok
Do it.
for all of your lovely, lovely Aeidros fiending needs.
And also, if this is the episode where you find out that I'm cancel-worthy, you have not been around long enough.
That is very
Yeah.
true. That
He's
is
been
very true.
cancel-worthy since episode 1.
Legit.
I am. In fact, you know what? I'm making it my goal to become more cancelable
Please
than
don't.
Nux-Taku.
Please,
Don't, dude.
please. Oh, the Nux talk. Nux? Yeah, okay, never mind. Anyways. Also,
You hear that, Nux? I'm coming for
as
you.
always, huge shout out to Alexander Nakarada,
More waste
vindsvept,
more.
Tabletop Audio, and Breaking Copyright royalty-free music for being artists and compiling artists that we can use their music for and not have to pay $30 bajillion into. So that we can bring you a higher quality stream with a lot better music. So thank you for being that. Also, I am currently in the works of creating a Patreon for you guys to go check out. If you guys want to support us right now, we have a link in the description that you guys can donate to and help us out. All proceeds go directly back into the channel and help us buy better equipment and sound dampening for our people. We thank you for your support, and thank you for watching. But with that, why don't we jump into today's episode of the Archives of Eternity?
Yes.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Nope, I'm not doing that.
Inky black water surrounds you. These small bioluminescent fish creatures floating around in the water, some of them being snatched into the void, being eaten by an unseen presence, and disappearing. As Grimm leads you forward, up towards the Hunter's Fall. The strain on your feet as you're walking even farther than you've walked ever before in this strange mindscape hitting you. Connie, since you have the most,
Oh,
roll a wisdom save
Oh, no!
as you look out the tube that Grimm is leading you through.
Okay. One sec. I've got to get my dice. That's fun. I had a feeling those wisdom checks were either going to just not be present at all or be very, very present. Okay. I think, actually, I'm pretty sure my wisdom is just 0, so I can just roll. Wow! It can physically not get worse than that.
It's a 1.
That is a 1. It's a natural 1. Okay, it turns out his wisdom is +1, but it's a natural 1, so, you know.
Connie, as you look out the tube, every single one of those fish you see outside become a severed head with sandy blonde hair and snow-blind blue eyes staring at you. Thousands of them.
I kind of try to close my eyes and just grab at the bandana around my neck.
As you close your eyes, Connie, you feel the heaving from your stomach, almost as if you want to throw up. Like, it's a physical feeling. You can make a Constitution save, or you can just throw up right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a Constitution save. Okay, that looks like that's probably gonna work. Okay, that's a 6 plus 18.
Okay. You successfully keep down your lunch, or whatever you had this morning, I guess. And as you're looking around, as your eyes are shut tight, you feel a hand on your shoulder. As you look at Garance. And you know his arm was healed after what he suffered with the blue light. But it looks like his arm is bleeding profusely. As he looks into your eyes, Connie, you need to focus. In through your nose, out through your mouth, just the way the priests taught us.
Yeah. Okay.
Focus.
Right. Focus. Okay. Alright.
As you recenter yourself, you notice that the bioluminescent fish just begin scattering. And you see Garance's arm healed as it was. This place plays with your mind. You need to stay strong.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Just wasn't expecting that, but thank you. Thank you, Professor.
He gives you a slight nod and pushes in front of you. Caladra.
Oh boy.
Since you have the next most, I would like you to roll a wisdom save, please.
Yeah.
As you look out into the inky void.
16.
16. As you look out into the inky void, the darkness growing even more now that the bioluminescent creatures have scattered. And as you look out, you can swear you see a blue face, red and yellow garments, horns stretching up, her eyes staring at you, Caladra, her hands beckoning you into the water. Luckily, you don't follow her into the water. But you see your mother there, beckoning towards you. Into the darkness. And as you do not follow her, an anger flashes across her face. Her body changes from that of your mother, a familiar form that you recognize, that you can hold on to, and changes to something you don't recognize. Something you've only heard of. Long, blonde hair, reaching down below his back. Burns all across the left side of his body. Robes of a wizard. And and a staff that seems to glow like fire. As he seems to be screaming at you in rage, Corbain staring at you from the inky darkness.
Oh dear.
I would honestly look away, like kind of sheepishly look away.
Aya, you would have noticed Caladra acting a little bit strange as she's staring into the inky blackness. If you wish to comfort her, you can. As you yourself look into the inky dark. I need you.
I will just kind of throw an arm over Caladra's shoulder and pull her a little bit closer.
She would absolutely allow that right now. Like, super. Thank you. That's quietly.
Not sure what happened to cause you to have that face, but
I don't want to talk about it.
I need you to roll a wisdom save as you look out into the inky inky black that surrounds you.
okay.
That's all fun and games till you roll.
It's all fun and games till you roll.
It's all fun and it's all hee-haw until you have to be put on the spot. Imagine it.
That's a 24.
Okay, fine. It's still fun and games for you.
Congratulations. As you look into the inky void, you catch a glimpse of your master, but not in any negative connotation. He looks at you, looks at the form you're holding, gives you a thumbs up, a smile, and nods.
Damn.
God damn it, Master.
As he swims
Even
back into the
when you're
inky
dead,
black
you're a
void.
good wingman. Even when he's dead, he's a good wingman.
Burke,
Oh god.
as you're noticing your comrades looking into the inky blackness beyond, and you catch a glimpse of it out the corner of your eye, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Yep. Okay. Figured this was coming. I've already been through it once. Not do it again. Alright. That's a 11.
Out of Burke?
It's only got a +3.
Burke,
I just rolled low.
her face comes to you once more, Burke. The half-giant hand reaching for you. Her face mangled. Her body the way you remember it before she died. As she seems to be calling for help. Swords and spears being hurled at her as she's running towards you. Large claws swiping at her from the darkness, cutting her slowly as she's calling for help. Almost as if she cannot help herself, Burke. She needs you. Do you go to help her, Burke?
I kind of reach my hand out, almost as if to do that before clenching it and bringing it back to my side and staying put.
As you bring your hand back to your side, the letter flashing once more in your mind, through your eyes. Roll a charisma save to not begin crying.
It's a 17.
You hold back the emotion and Make yourself firm. As you continue through this shortcut that Grimm is leading you through. Advin.
Oh, great. My turn.
As you stare out into the void beyond the tunnel, I need you to roll.
Wisdom save. Got it. I got a 21.
You don't see anything, Advin.
It's just black.
You stare into
Oh
the
my
void, and even though all of your friends seem to see something, you see nothing. But then again, that might be what you are, Advin. Who can tell?
Man, you just called him mid.
Ow!
Ow, bro.
I
Damn.
was muted, but I exclaimed so hard because, like, holy shit.
Subtly dissing my character.
You just try to fight the water.
Just like, I'm gonna throw hands.
Show me something I want to see. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking out into the blackness, saying nothing. He turns his thoughts and his occupation towards reading the Gods of the Nexus book.
Okay. As you all continue your way, I'm gonna roll for Leopold. Hi. Okay. And I will describe that when he arrives. And then I'll roll for Cleric as well. And Cleric's fine. Okay. Yeah.
I
Yep,
do
fine.
want to say one thing. While me and Kaladra are walking, I kind of have the book, Mind of a Monster, in front of us to kind of keep her mind off of what she may have seen in the darkness.
Okay. And you are
Oh,
wearing
so freaking sweet.
You are wearing the glasses, correct?
Yes, I am continuing to wear the glasses. I'm starting to look kind of bookworm-esque, the glasses on.
Right.
And I got a little bit of the indents from wearing them too long.
Okay. Alright. Give me one sec. Alright. Aya, as you're reading the book, you find a chapter about the Calipus. As you read through this entry, let me change. Let me get it to an actually fitting. Here we go. All right. As you begin reading this chapter, you see notes written by Eldon Vordoon. And as you read, your vision once more becomes that of the glasses. You are in a forest. You are surrounded by trees. A dire boar in front of you, dead. As you see the hands of Eldon Vordoon beginning to cut through the hide of this monster with a practiced hand. As you hear a twig break, suddenly, Eldon, your head whips around.
Who's there?
You see walking forward a large wolf tall, deer-like antlers extending from its head. Long, jagged claws at its feet, at its paws, sorry. Its hackles raised, snarling at you. As you notice a spear in its side.
Eldon tentatively stands up with a hand out in front of him, sort of like, you know how you're trying, like in the movies or like in real life, you kind of put a hand out in a defensive way, with like a wild animal. Hey, easy. Easy. I'm not here for you. You see, Advin specifically, you notice that his eyes do a sort of double take, because you're looking through his, or whoever. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I was like, I'm watching this now?
My bad. I wasn't paying too much. I kind of forgot. You notice that his eyes do a quick double take as you're looking at, you're looking through his eyes. So his eyes kind of look back and forth between him and the spear for a second. Poachers? This far up the forest? You see that Eldon will bend down toward the boar, still looking at the carapace dead in the eye. He'll grab a piece of meat from the boar and toss it to the carapace.
As Eldon tosses this hunk of meat at the carapace, it doesn't back down, it doesn't take a step back, it stares at him. And smells the air. Smells the meat. Looks at Eldon.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I know you're hungry. I can see it. I'm here for that, not you.
And the carapace begins to eat the hunk of meat.
And as it does so, Eldon quickly and very quietly walks over to the carapace, and he closes his eyes, takes a quick breath, and yanks it out of the carapace.
As he does, a whimper flashes from the wolf.
Sorry, bud. I didn't think any more of you were left up here. Not since the Second Age. Apparently I was wrong. Shh. Hold on. You see, he takes something out of his back pocket. It has a note addressed to him from Tiana that basically says, "For Eldon's boo-boos." He opens the bag, takes out a small bandage and some, gauze. Like medical disinfectant. Or, I suppose, I don't know if Aya would know what disinfectant is, but for the purposes of you, disinfectant.
Yeah. Aya is a well-educated person from a very advanced society. He knows what disinfectant is.
Oh, I meant this is like hydrogen peroxide, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Elves,
takes it
dude.
out quickly.
We know all the natural ways of creating medicine.
Right. He rubs a little bit on his hands and gently begins to treat the wound.
The carapace winces a few times at the treatment, but relents to Eldon's assistance.
No creep. I mean, I'm a hunter, sure, but I thought we'd gotten rid of you all. But now that you're here, I don't know. Eldon seems very conflicted. Because on the one hand, his family has hunted calapi. That's better. Calapi for decades, or not decades, centuries, and basically got them off of his island. Off of the Isle of the Scaled Throne. But he doesn't actually have any ill will towards the creature, or anything like that. And as he finishes up treating it, He just slowly pats the calipa down.
As you do, the Calipus stands and, still watching you, backs up a couple of steps as she disappears for a second into the underbrush and brings out with her 3 pups, looking as though they're starving.
Eldon looks to the boar, looks back to the puppies. You get a brief image in his head of, like, what he was supposed to do here. And it's Lucille's voice. She sounds very, like, Southern Belle-esque. Very prim and proper, but also very Southern. Basically telling him that these boars have been running around rampant, and you kind of need to help out. Even if it's not in his job description, he's a detective, yada yada yada. But someone's got to do it, and Geraldo's out. So Eldon looks to the boar, looks back to the pups, and he begins cutting up the boar's meat into smaller, thinner pieces for the pups to eat.
And as the pups eat it happily, the Mother Calipus walks up to you, Eldon, and nuzzles your hand in thanks.
You're welcome. I know somebody that would really like to meet you. My little sister would be all about you. But then again, we have a 400-pound bear in my living room at the moment, so not a lot of room.
After the babies have eaten, after the pups have eaten, she slowly turns, giving you almost a nod as she and her pups dive back into the forest.
Well, looks like I've got a few new signs to put out here. As he grabs the boar, takes whatever meat is left on it, throws it over his back, and continues walking back. Goes back walking the way he came.
As he does, you hear echoes of a woman admonishing him for not bringing back all the meat. But a light overtakes your vision as you are brought back to the corridor.
Goodness gracious! I pull out a string out of my ear and just kind of hand it over to Caladra and say, "You gotta check this out."
Can I have a peek too?
Yeah, right after she's done, you can go ahead and take a hold.
While that's going on, he's kind of just studying the cantrip.
Is this like the equivalent of like you find a YouTube video on your phone, you're just like, hey, check this out, check this out.
Yeah, basically.
25-year-old
literally
endangered animals. 25-year-old male stud feeds endangered animals. Must see. Gone right.
Not a random red circle in the corner pointing at something with a gasping face.
Red arrow.
Red arrow. Fucking Mr. Beast in the thumbnail.
Anyways. So Caladra, you see the memory flash before you in this captured mind thread. What is your reaction to the memory, Caladra? Of
Makes
Eldon?
me very happy.
Okay, that's fair.
It makes me happy that he's somewhat, at least, of a kind and gentle soul. Like, that's really nice.
That's good.
Over here is that thought process.
And I turn to Aya after and I say, "Thank you. I needed something like that."
Definitely. Give a slightly nervous but genuine smile to her.
She smiles back. A little bit derpily because she just like hee hee.
Nadvin, as you take the memory string and watch the memory unfold, what is your reaction to Eldon's kindness to this endangered creature?
Also, does Advin like take it like, oh god, these two again? I feel like the first time he's like he's so done.
Okay, so his reaction to the couple instance itself is the lovebirds are at it again. Ah, what it is to be young. It's more like what it is to be young.
Yeah.
Now give me the string.
Now give me the string so I can learn, bro.
Yeah, you're in love. Give it.
Yeah, that's cool. However, knowledge, give.
Give me knowledge.
You know what I just realized? Advid was a Dracone who married an elf.
Yeah.
Kaladra is a Dracone
Who is
falling in love.
Flirting
Who's
with
in
an
love
elf.
with? Yep. That's why he's like, young love.
hilarious.
that's
it
ironic.
really does remind him of his past. That's why he's like, young love.
This is amazing. I love this.
My
The
future next
dichotomy
wife.
is beautiful.
The Goo Lagoon.
The
That's
good
my
lagoon.
ex-wife.
All right. Anyways, Advin's reaction to the memory itself, he kind of his respect for Eldon Vordoon as the person rather than Grimm his respect for him has gone up a lot because he himself views endangered or magical creatures to be treated with respect, with a level of reverence. He definitely fulfilled that part, so it makes him respect Eldon a lot more. Yeah.
Oh, it's still ironic that the symbol of the House Vordoon is a Kalpa skull.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say there are still 2 items that you guys have not tried to look at the memories of. There's still the doll and the broken sword that you guys have.
Please don't. Please pick one that's not. Just don't pick the one I hope you're gonna pick.
It's the sword.
Good.
Um.
No. Sure.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Doll.
So you guys continue down the corridor. You feel like you've been walking for hours. It almost feels like you've been walking for more than a day. It's been so long. You guys have been walking for forever, and it's rough.
Is there like no light? It's just the tube, the endless blackness, and us.
As soon as the fish disappeared, the only thing that's really illuminated is your party. So it's strange, for sure.
Has Grimm said anything?
What's that?
Has Grimm said anything this entire trip, or has he just been silently
He's kind of been silently just walking.
So, would have Advin be able to finish reading at least one chapter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. What did he learn?
Let me look real quick.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll because I already know.
Yeah, I will need you to roll.
Intelligence, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna get it out the way like a band-aid.
That's fair.
Alright, let's get this fucking bullshit over with.
Okay, 21.
Okay, 21.
Yep.
Okay. You're lucky. You only
Ah!
take half damage.
Yep, but the damage is still going on.
Yup. I am looking for another forgotten god.
I don't know.
Here we go. As you read this chapter, it is titled Aldina, the Maiden of the Waves.
How do you spell that?
I'll give it to you in just a sec.
Is it with an A or an E in the beginning?
It's an A.
Aldina.
No.
Who dat?
It's Leopold.
Yo,
Oh!
Leopold!
Well,
Just in time. We're
You're
about to get
just
more
in time.
lore!
Gentlemen.
just joined in right when the lore drop was about to start.
Yeah,
Good timing, my guy.
I was just in time.
The chapter is titled Aldina, Maiden of the Waves. As you look at this chapter, this is very much a goddess you do not recognize the name of. When the world was still in a tumultuous time, there were the main deities that assisted in the first calamity to throw the elemental gods back to their elementals back to their strange lands that they created. In this, Aldina was given the task to fight the elemental of water, as she was the one who was best suited to controlling water itself. I look to me like I'm cutting out on Discord. Am I actually cutting out?
Yeah,
you're
Okay, I'm cutting out. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm
You
cutting
just
out.
got way
I
worse
don't know.
though.
Okay, yeah. So, as this fight began, Aldina was wrestling with this strange creature of water. And as she did so, she felt sympathy for it. They came here to this shapeless rock in the cosmos and expected these creatures to welcome them and their assistance. But she understands the gods themselves are invaders. And this creature is just trying to defend its home. But she had a job to do. And so she fought the creature and pushed it back into the world of water that was made for it. And she was saddened. Because during the 500,000 years they had been fighting these elemental creatures that had power very similar to their own, she felt she had made a friend. So in her sadness, she created a substance that reminded her of the beauty of the creature she had locked away. And so she created the water, the waves, and she created a place where the water and waves would be welcome. A place so full of her love that it is said to be connected to the plane that the water elemental was pushed to. A place so full of magic and her love that it could possibly even change a race. A race. She bestowed this blessing upon this area because she had fallen in love with this creature. God, I am cutting out so much.
No, you were doing fine for a while.
Okay. And in doing so, she left a tear. The gods admonished her for this, and told her to close it immediately. And when she refused, the gods sent the full force of their domains at her. And she asked for assistance from her friend, once enemy. And so, wielding the power of a greater elemental and a goddess, she was able to hold back the majority of the divine. But the mother, the creator of all life, looked at her daughter and told her it was dangerous. She would not force her to close the gate, but if she continued to misuse the greater elemental's abilities, she would be forced to do something drastic. Aldina, relenting to her mother's demands, released the greater elemental's powers back to it. But a few of Aldina's siblings still saw her as a threat. And after she was weakened, losing the abilities of the greater elemental, they cast her into the Nexus, leaving her there in that desolate place to know what true fear and loss is.
All I have to say is this is by far the worst family dynamic.
I heard family dynamic, and that was it.
This is the worst family dynamic I've seen or witnessed. Just like, bro, siblings hate siblings. They don't like each other. They're like, nah, screw you, bro. Betray each other. Throw them into the garbage. Straight up.
At least the parent didn't eat them.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
the parent didn't copulate with them.
Or that.
Yeah.
That's the nice word for...
At least it's not Greek. Play sitcom music.
Okay,
it's
at
not.
least it's not Norse either.
Or Egyptian.
Or just any of the actual real world mythology.
Any of them.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see how much damage you take.
Yay! Totally my favorite part!
It should be your favorite part. You do it enough, it seems like you're a masochist at this point.
I told you not to open that darn book there.
Shut up, you hat guy.
With your yee ass haircut there.
I don't even have hair.
I do want to make the note that as Advin is reading the chapter, Aya reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a handkerchief and hands it to Advin.
He's like, I can feel it coming. Thank you. He just gets ready for his tuberculosis coughing fit.
So the full amount would have been 126 damage. You take 63.
Woof.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that was literally my HP.
126?
My maximum HP is 126.
That's hilarious.
You would have been
You
dead.
see
permanently.
Advin dying from a coughing fit.
Yeah, no, the amount of d20s I have to roll went up to 8.
Wait, you're rolling d20s for damage?
Oh yeah, no, for this, yes, most certainly.
Oh!
I told you not to touch that darn book there, bud.
This is out of character, my guy.
Yeah.
What did I tell you about that damn
Be
book there?
happy I'm not rolling d100s.
Thank you, magnificent DM, for your mercy.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't consider that mercy.
It's mercy. It's mercy.
At this point, yes, it's mercy.
It's mercy killing, more like.
He's still alive. That's mercy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Advin, how much HP do you have left?
49!
Nice!
My dude.
You actually have a
You
decent
just-
amount of HP left.
Yeah, so the handkerchief Aya gave me just soaked in blood.
You know
Yep.
what? You can,
Digitation.
Good job.
Yeah, Adam's a bit too lightheaded to cast prestidigitation right now. He's just kind of like,
Considering your head is just throbbing,
Yeah.
I did that, though.
I will need
Because
you.
he also has prestidigitation.
I will need you to roll a Constitution save, Advin.
12.
You need to take a point of exhaustion. So exhaustion works differently for me.
Yeah, I think it's just like minus
It's
one.
a
to
minus
rolls.
1 to all rolls.
Yeah.
Well, all d20 rolls specifically.
Yeah.
For your first point of exhaustion. I'm much nicer than most DMs.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll kind of go up to Advin and kind of just pat him on the back. You're really going after all that knowledge, huh? And he will get 27 hit points back.
Very nice.
It's a really messed up but good book.
Why does
I
it-
hope
why
it's
does
worth
everything-
it.
Why does everything taste so good but feel so bad?
It's. He's gonna take like the last 2 of the healing potions. So
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
For
Yep.
a normal healing potion, yeah.
Yeah, he's just drinking 2.
All right, cool. So that would
Yeah.
be.
And then I gave you 27.
Yeah.
Well, now that you've taken that much damage,
I'm at 84 now.
yeah, good job. Look
This
at
is how old
that.
you'll be when the effects of this come back to bite you.
Honestly, though. Yeah. So,
How many chapters do I have left?
You have, I believe that was chapter 6.
That was
How many
chapter
chapters are in that goddamn book?
2.
Because Lenstill was chapter 4, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and what are the?
Chapter 4, you said he was halfway through the book.
Yeah. Or no, Imol Teirth was the fourth one, or was he the 5th? No, he was the 5th.
No,
Alright,
well, he was.
What
the
is
most
the
recent one.
what is the ability that I gained from reading about Eldina?
You
Or
have
Eldina.
the ability
Thing!
once per day to cast breathe water on you and all you see as allies.
Mm.
He's gonna be fucking
Once per
broken by
day.
the end of this.
Probably. It's like, y'all ever felt like felt like being Aquaman? Well, now you can. Makes an entire city breathe water.
To be fair, he also does have the lovely side effect of sounding like he smokes 3 packs a day. So,
He already had that beforehand, though. Because he
I mean,
does
like,
smoke a lot.
the lowest level coughing fit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just think it's the best way I can kind of portray Advent taking a lot of damage. It's just him coughing up a lung.
Well, not only are you bleeding
Terminal
from,
lumbago.
not only are you are you bleeding from your coughing fit, you're bleeding from your nose, your eyes, and your ears,
Good
Head,
lord.
shoulders, knees, and toes.
Well, the thing I would think is that he's not actually bleeding because of capillary burst. It's his brain bleeding out of his ears and nose.
That's basically what it is.
He's just
Man's
turning
gonna
his
die
brain into
underwater.
mush.
But not from drowning.
Oh
He
my
just
gosh.
died from other stuff.
Our parents were wrong. It wasn't TV that rots your brains. It's the books.
Stop!
Oh my god.
Actually, there at one point, yes, people did used to think reading would cause brain rot. Brain rot is the newer term, but essentially, people always think the newest, coolest thing is ruining the children. First it was books, then it was music, then it was TV.
Now it's
Then it was-
AI.
Then it was video games. Then it was microtransactions.
YouTube.
Well, actually, no.
YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Now AI.
Well, actually, it's been video games for a long time now.
Yeah.
It's still video
It's
games
still
for a lot of
video
people.
Anyways, but yeah. So Aldina made another waves. The previous goddess of water.
I feel like Advent might just I think a partial motivation he started to develop is to bring back these gods, like at least the knowledge of them to the world, to the real world. He's gonna really upset some people.
My man,
I think you
again,
also
this
need
is
to think
cursed
about
knowledge.
I think you also need to think about the problems that could arise from people knowing about these gods who have been trapped in the Nexus for God knows how long.
Or gods know how long.
For Archivist knows how long.
Seriously, the art. It's just a slow motivation starting to develop. I don't know if the fruits will bear. If the fruits will bear.
The plant
But
will bear
we'll-
any fruit.
Yeah, we'll see where this little seed planted will take him.
Dead.
Dead.
He's
It'll
gonna
make
upset
you
a lot.
dead.
The problem is that this
He's gonna
forbidden
upset a
knowledge.
lot of
ways.
gods.
How many ways can you die? Reading
No,
a book,
there's
angering
ways to
people.
die.
Advent's
So
gonna be out there on his
then
soapbox,
is the-
just like, why are you booing? I'm right.
No, it's just gonna be like the madman with the fucking end of the world, like the homeless guy, madman, in the middle of New York City.
With the tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, the only way he can't die is drowning now.
Yep.
Rats.
It's
To be
like,
fair,
just,
it's hard to kill
he
a
just
stalker
starts
anyway.
going to temples talking about the blasphemy going on, and they're like, "Get out!" But I'm right. Don't you see that the gods are deceiving you?
So I'm
Yeah, the
sure
thing
there's a
is
Mad Dracone in Cell 4.
I'm pretty sure Grimm. I'm pretty sure when Eldon gets out of that, he would try to stop you, because this is fucking cursed knowledge from a bad place.
We don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I know. He knows.
I'm
What
not
do you
talking. I'm not. I'm talking about Advent doing this. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where Advent goes with this knowledge.
Nike, just do it.
Dreams come true.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yep.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it.
I feel like that's the same level of like intensity Advent will be like portrayed to convey, like from everyone else's perspective as he's spouting this nonsense. They're like,
To
what?
him, he looks like
What
a
is he
preacher.
talking about?
To Advent, he looks like a preacher, but to everyone else, it's just Lisa going, "I am the Lizard Queen."
Fair.
That got me. I am
Alright.
the lizard.
I am the lizard queen. All right. As your journey continues a little ways further, Grimm, you are reaching the end of the tube.
Oh, I thought
Wait,
Leopold had a thing.
Leopold.
Oh, right, Leopold.
Right.
Leopold.
Staring into the abyss.
So Leopold, as everyone was walking, they had a point where they stared into the inky black abyss that is surrounding them in the tube that Grimm is slowly leading you through. Now, I rolled for you. I will give you a choice. You can take that roll, or you can roll yourself.
What was the roll? No, I mean for what? Like
It is a wisdom save.
Okay. What did you roll for me?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and roll
Take your
myself.
chances.
All right.
15 plus 2 for a 17.
17.
Much better.
Very well. Leopold,
Oh dear.
let me get this to a better song here.
Oh dear.
You always know you're in trouble when he says, "Let me change the music."
Leopold,
For real.
as you look into the inky blackness, you see your wife singing out towards you. Her beautiful hair lingering down below her back. Her eyes bright and beautiful staring at you. Her arm reaching towards you as the beautiful hum escapes her mouth. And as you look, you feel almost drawn. But you're able to resist. As this creature sings towards you.
Leopold would like to make a deception check.
What would you like to roll? Or what would you like to do to deceive this creature?
No. The group.
Oh, the group.
Leopold, his eyes start to just sort of water, so he just sort of tilts his head down to hide it.
Insight check.
Actually, it would be perception.
So, I'm actually going to have you roll a charisma save
Oh, that works.
to try and keep your tears back, because everyone understands that when you look into the inky void, you see something, or for some, you see something.
Except for Advin, he saw nothing.
I literally saw nothing. Except like the bioluminescent creatures just swimming by, and there was literally nothing.
Though that makes me curious. What did Grimm and Hat see when they looked into the abyss?
I don't think they saw anything unusual to them.
I got an 18 plus 2 for a dirty 20.
Me boy,
you are
I got
able to
eight.
hold back your tears. And as you hold back your tears, Leopold, you look again, and you remember what Corbain did to your wife most recently, when he resurrected your daughter and your wife, and you see the harpy form, the wings extending from her back, her elven ears changing to that of feathers, her eyes inky and black, as her body extends towards you more, tears streaking down her face as she sings to you, almost pleading for help.
Sir, my dearest. Sir.
All right. So, Grimm. As the party nears the end of the tunnel, well, you can, you yourself, Grimm, can see the hunter's fall extending in front of you from below the water.
All right. Repeat that one more time.
As you're nearing the end of the tunnel, you can see the hunter's fall extending before you, from your vantage point beneath the water.
All right. We're getting closer. Stick with me.
All right.
Although, I must warn you that when we get closer, once we reach the barrier between the two, this entryway and the Hunter's Fall, I will not be able to follow you.
I mean, we're in your head, so there's a little bit of you everywhere.
Maybe the last
Says
time.
after dude gets hit with cannon. Little bit of you everywhere.
Part of you here, part of you there.
Part of you way
It's a
over
parting
there.
gift. It's a parting gift.
In the
As in
different
it will
part.
part you. Part of you here. Anyway. I will stop. I will let you know when we are close.
All right.
If you have any questions, now would be a good time.
Yeah.
We're in the bathroom.
So I've been wondering this for a while now.
Oh.
I mean,
Piss anywhere, man.
I would actually rather you not piss in my brain.
Yeah. I mean,
Garance
Yeah,
just
I
kind
don't
of
know.
That is a question. Have we had to?
Garance just kind of looks around. No, none of you have had. None of you have had to.
yeah.
We're
Garance
not-
had.
Garance
You
just
guys
kind of
aren't
looks
here
around, and he's all like, "I've kind of had to."
Grim looks at
Oh.
Garance with just like the deadest stare ever. The deadest stare. And he doesn't stop walking, his head turns a full 180. He just looks at him, neat, and snaps his head back.
Neat.
I will say, Aya, seeing that the neck's about to turn 180 degrees, holds the book slightly higher over Kaladra's eyes.
This is too fucking cute.
And it's just like, oh, look at that paragraph. That's kind of interesting.
Hey, look at the pretty dog picture, don't look up. Shh.
All right.
But as I was saying, if any of you have any questions, now's the time.
Well, I suppose the biggest thing on my mind is, do you know why he is doing what he's doing?
Grimm would not.
No. But if I had to assume... But if I had
Sorry,
to
just said
assume...
no.
No. No, Squidward.
Yeah, it was just
Nah,
like,
Swimmer.
I think it was just how the mic picked it up. It was
No,
like,
Patrick. Mayonnaise is
Not an instrument.
I'll be quiet.
But if I had to guess, depending on his short-sightedness, he's either planning on taking over or fucking dipping.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, part of me is tempted to, just so I could punch him in the fucking face, but if that means putting you in jeopardy, it's not worth it.
Well, if he were to separate himself from the mind, he probably wouldn't end up in the physical space.
Hmm. There's too many unknowns to risk anything.
In fact, he probably...
Do you have any idea as to how we could potentially stop him? Or some way to hurt him?
Grimm, not really. Not without hurting yourself.
Would I? Yep. The only way I could see this working is maybe you try to eject him out of my mind. But then you'd give him what he wants.
Right.
You can't kill a piece of me, especially not a piece like that, without completely altering the mindscape. Trust me, there were enough parts of me that died here for me to remember.
I have a question. What should we expect on the Hunter's Fall?
What should I expect?
Just give me an idea.
A
Connie.
friend is
What-
there.
My friend?
A friend is there.
A friend is there. That's about all I can give you.
In the back, Burke will kind of just start talking back and forth with Connie a bit hurriedly as he's kind of relaying something to him.
Is he a friend of ours? A friend of yours? A friend? Someone who's going to rip out our intestines with a fork? That seems kind of important information.
No, he's not.
She
He will be a friend that will help you. She will be able to help you.
Okay. As long as I don't have to worry about my intestines being on the wrong side of my skin.
DM.
Yep.
Is it, well, actually, I assume it should be. I can have someone carry the garage, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So, Connie is going to plunk down the garage, and then he's going to, go inside, and he's going to gesture to Garance to follow him.
Garance will follow.
And then, Burke will then pick up and shut the garage and carry it. Kind of like sling it over his shoulder.
Well, I'm assuming that they're done with their questions, so anyone else? Or anything they'd like to say?
Yolanda raises her hand.
Yeah, Joey?
She walks over to you, Grimm. Puts her hands on either side of your face. We're going to save you.
I hope so.
And then she gives him a big hug.
Hopefully, somebody will be able to take care of you just as well as you've been taking care of me.
I wish I could say I was taking better care of you.
I think that's the sin of everyone. Of every Vordoon. I wish we cared a bit more.
I love
Oh,
you,
it's done.
brother.
I do too. Anyone else with their mushy comments?
Nothing really mushy, but thank you, I would say. I don't know if you got it enough, but thank you for keeping Eldon stable for all these years.
Agreed.
To be
We
fair,
wouldn't have made it this far without you.
I was only keeping things together. I should be thanking you. Without you, we wouldn't exactly have had a purpose. Not that we have one right now, but You gave us something to ease our minds.
But we wouldn't be able to even accomplish this if it weren't for you. So the work you put in, I want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd hate to see this if you hadn't been here to defend it from the Nexus. Holy crap. I mean, there's already a ton of stuff that I am never going to be able to sleep past.
You think that's bad? You haven't even been to the basement yet.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm like... God, now I'm curious about the basement and I know what I'm gonna find there. You are such a bastard.
Why'd you have to mention the basement? Now we're both curious.
You'll find out soon enough.
Damn it, now I'm ultra curious.
I don't know if knowledge boner was a term before, but I think it is now.
I just kind of pat Aya's back like, there. We'll both figure it out eventually.
Kind of looks over at Advin. Blue balling us with knowledge, man.
I know, he's just dangling it right in front of us when we were trying to have a moment.
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that in my life.
You'd have 2 nickels.
No, I'd have about 30.
You've heard the term blue balling with knowledge?
No, having it, dangling it in front of me, if I had heard that term.
That has a lot of connotations.
Yeah.
You don't. Indeed.
Alright. Does anyone else have any more questions? Or anything they want to say to Eldon? Well, Grimm, sorry.
Grimm.
Before they...
Burke will put down the garage for a second and kind of like gesture Connie out, and he will rush out and kind of walk up to him real quick and like kind of hold up the bandana. I haven't forgotten. And
I promise.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put that on you. Giving you that made you promise that. It was a selfish thing.
Maybe. But it's already helped me more times than I can count. Just getting through things, knowing that I have the ability to sort of move forward, I guess. And kind of knowing that I gave that promise to someone kind of helps me keep going. For my sake and everyone else's. So, for what it's worth, thank you. Even if you might think it's selfish, I think it's helped.
I hope that's true. But
Me too.
Grunts kind of pokes his head out of the garage, looks around. Thanks for housing me for the past 2 years.
Okay, DM, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Was Grimm consciously aware that he was here?
Oh, absolutely fucking not.
It really is just
Would Hatter have told him anything?
No, Hatter doesn't talk to any of the other pieces of Eldon. He just sits there in his trove.
Well, I did. In fact, I kind of forgot who you were for half a second, but you're welcome, I guess.
Oh, I'm Connie's teacher.
We do like a limp handshake.
Yeah, just kind of.
It's like, Grimm, Garance.
Gestures back and forth.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you finally. I didn't even know I was in someone's head, so shocker.
Trust me, you being in my head is the least shocking thing about this place.
I mean, I feel like I'm still a little bit recoiling from the whole thing, so honestly, it's still up there with me, but yeah, fair enough.
Time is a flat circle, it doesn't really matter.
Which reminds me of what flat circle.
oh, I could use that as a... And then he just kind of runs back into the garage and kind of pops his
Garage
head back out. I was
follows
like, bye, Grimm! Then runs back in.
Bye.
And then Burke will kind of pick it up and shut it and put it back on his shoulder again.
It's the yo-yo, isn't it?
No,
The
it is not the
fucking
yo-yo. It is not the yo-yo.
Okay, good.
Not yet.
No.
Bro straight up's gonna have to make a yo-yo for everybody.
I mean, probably, but...
Got time.
Burke,
Alright.
I need to thank you. And you, Leopold. And, frankly, everyone, but you two especially. You both were there when I needed you most. And you heard my problems, even if I couldn't pronounce them correctly. Without you, I might have broken far sooner than I am now.
Again, even if you're broken, we'll help you put yourself back together.
Everyone has problems. And a lot of times there aren't any people there to listen. I'm glad I could help.
Same here.
Even if I'm not part of the main three, I'm always happy to help a fellow stalker.
The twice dead have to stick together. Hey.
More than you realize. We're far and few between.
Cleric kind of places his hand on your shoulder, Grimm, and just gives you a thumbs up and a nod.
Just
Aladra,
Yes.
thank you for being here. And thank you for remembering me. Many people don't
course.
anymore. And
As much as
Among-
this has been a crazy place, it's still been a good time with everyone.
Stares at Aya. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, she means it, because
No, I know.
Hat's been lovely and everyone's been great. So, like, it sucked. One of those, this, like, the situation we all got together sucks, but it's nice to see, like, it was a good time to see everyone.
maybe when this is all over, we should talk more.
I'd like that.
Aya,
Yep.
I don't know you very well, but you seem like a good person.
Thank you.
He holds his hand out to shake your hand.
I will shake his hand.
He pulls you in and gets really close to you and whispers in your ear, "If you fucking hurt her, I'll kill you."
Whispers back. Don't intend to, but thanks for the warning.
Good. He pushes you back. And Hat, thank you for protecting me, even though you're not exactly the most reliable piece of fashion wear I've ever worn. Ah, sure, dear bud. I'll always be here. Of course, if I wasn't sent here by Jeshu, I wouldn't fucking be here. But hey, I do what I do. Well then, if that's it, we're getting close. We're almost there.
All right. I guess, would this be the time that I... Okay, so I guess, DM, I want to ask if, do you think, given that I'm not sure exactly what materials I have within the garage, but with the help of Garance, is it possible for me to essentially make one of those little mana containers that I have, but really big?
I'd say you'd probably be able to, yes.
Okay, maybe like my thought process is maybe like some sort of basically like it basically would have one of those containers. The container itself would be housed within the garage, but there would be a cord that leads to a gun that is used outside of the garage.
Okay.
That it has to
you
be
want to
open
use like you want to use like a Ghostbuster.
Kinda.
You want
Yeah.
to make a Ghostbuster gun?
Yeah, a little bit.
A proton pack.
Yeah.
I will-
Except even larger. Specifically engineered to catch, like, I guess things within here, obviously. Kind of riffing off of the fact that I sucked up the whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
The
Mind
ink-
Taker.
the ink Mind Taker, yeah, that guy. Because I realized that he's within that. So if that's possible, is it possible to do that?
Okay.
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that's a foreign entity to the brain.
True.
Mr. E is a dynamic piece of the brain, of the
True.
mindscape that we're in. So,
But they are all
Potentially-
forms within this mindscape.
I'd say you'd be able to begin creation during your walk and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you would still be able to keep it, I'd say. Outside of the mindscape, but yeah. And Garance does make the process faster.
Yeah.
I will say it will have a DC saving throw on it, most likely.
To use it, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, yeah.
Alright. So, as you begin to move forward, the island finally becoming visible at the top of this tube, as it is so aptly called. It is a tube. As you get to the top, you see a plain-like area, but it's different from the rest of the mindscape. This place is a forest. You see green trees, you see large, towering buildings, dilapidated but still. And you see a grand tree in the center.
how big is the tree?
It's big. Most likely 500-600 feet tall. 500 or 600 feet tall. Feet tall. I keep cutting out.
500 to 600 feet tall, you said?
Yes, 500 to 600 feet tall.
What kind of tree?
Ooh.
It seems to be a giant maple tree.
What color are the leaves?
They seem to be a reddish orange right now.
Do they happen to bear fruit?
It's a maple tree.
Do they happen to bear
Answer the
Canadians?
Do they have to
And-
bear Canadians?
Oh, I'm right at homie.
Not Canadian, you're Minnesotan.
So as
Oh, my cousin's from Canada, don't you know?
C'est only flat.
Oh no, he's from Quebec.
he's from Quebec.
It's Quebec, you. Ah, spit in your general direction.
Great
That is
fishing in
spit on your
Quebec.
mother.
Oh no, he's French Canadian, the worst kind.
French Canada
Well-
is apparently best Canada.
But still worst America of the land.
Yup. Anyways,
The other Canadians would extremely disagree with you.
yeah, probably. So as you walk onto this land, you see that Grimm stays on the last step of the tube.
Ethan kind of looks back and waves that Emma looks. If we move on.
Aya does whisper to Kaladra, you know, for all the messed up brain this guy has, does seem that he actually does cherish you.
She smiles at that.
You see, as you all leave and turn to face Grimm, you see he's silently tips his hat and begins to turn into shadow as he vanishes.
And she
Kinda
said, like,
gives him
as
a
she
nod
sees
as he
that.
disappears.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
you
say,
hear-
as she sees him disappear, she goes, and I cherish him too.
You do hear a whisper on the wind of of the Vordoon family, like goodbye, which is may the sun light your way on your adventure, and may the moon guide you home. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember it right now, but it's close enough.
As you all turn towards the forest in front of you, a new adventure in the mindscape of Elden Vordoon. And as you begin to take your first steps into the Hunter's Fall, we're gonna go on break.
That's what I thought.
We're gonna be back in 20 minutes or so, give or take a little, and we'll see you guys then.
Salty dandruff.
And we're back. As you all begin to step forward into the forest. God, I am, like, breaking up and shit. As you all begin to step forward into the forest, you see green leaves, you see leaves of all types of colors and dryness. God. My dang cutting out. I'm so annoyed.
I have a question. How do you know that you're cutting out?
It shows that the ring disappear around my head. As I'm talking, like in the middle of me talking, it shows the ring disappear, and it's very annoying.
Motherfucker's halo's flickering.
Exactly. All right. So, as you begin walking in the forest, you see leaves of varying shapes, sizes, varying seasons as well. Ranging anywhere from winter colors to autumn colors to summer colors. You know, just things, just leaves everywhere.
Maybe your sensitivity's too low.
I have my sensitivity up very high.
You might want to turn it down then.
Uh,
Or double check, because you're using your mic, right?
Yeah, I'm using my good mic.
Well, I forget. Wasn't
do you have
it
it
for...
on? Do you have it on round table mode? So it's trying to pick up from multiple angles, or do you?
No, I have it on one-on-one.
Well,
I have it on one.
I forget. Tomas, does it ever cut out for you when he's talking?
Has it been cutting out for you?
For this
Sometime?
episode,
Okay.
yes.
For this
Okay,
episode,
because
yes,
before
okay.
you said it wasn't, so I was wondering.
Yeah, the
I
last
might-
episode.
I might just have to hold it closer to my face because I feel like I'm having less of an issue with cutting out when it's closer to my face.
Yeah, it seems to be the case.
Alright. So instead, I'll get really, really close.
Okay, back it up just a little bit.
Alright.
It's close enough.
So, as you guys begin walking through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
What?
Little bunny foo-foo.
Okay.
Did I have a stroke?
Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Have you never heard that nursery rhyme before?
That is a nursery that has never been rhymed in my general direction.
That's a nursery that I've never been to nor want to go to.
Damn.
It's the sounds like the kind of nursery that's a front for a Chinese foundation.
Wow.
Or Chinese factory.
The fairy said, "Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest."
No, she said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
I don't really
I'll
care
give
what the
you
fairy
2
said.
more
I'm more
chances.
interested in what the DM said that wasn't related to Little Bunny Foo-Foo.
I know, right? As you continue through the through the forest, through the forest. Okay. Also, my connection is just wobbling. My connection's waffling.
I had those earlier.
Waffles. I want waffles.
I had a scone.
All right. As you continue through the forest, seeing various woodland creatures and actually people as well. What do you guys do? Do you just continue your way towards the tree? Do you go exploring through the forest? What do you do?
Well, I mean, we're walking in a forest, right? So I feel like the first thing that just makes...
Clues, gang.
Okay, calm down, Fred. But I think the first thing that pops into my mind is a smell check!
Abso-fucking-lutely, yes.
Alright, Sir D, calm down.
Alright, those are not bad at all. That is a 25.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Anything malicious, anything that smells like blood.
Like danger.
Anything, yeah, danger. But yeah, anything that
Middle name.
anything that basically either smells like something's been either wounded or maybe some sort of, like smells of either it's like sulfur or different things that I would deem as a threat, I guess.
Are you trying
Okay.
to find anchovies?
So as you smell around and you smell the smells of a normal forest, and you also catch whiffs of predators, but the thing that catches your nose the most is the thing up in the trees watching you.
Kind of just look up and do I know the general direction or exactly where it is at all? Or
you catch a whiff of the general direction it's coming from. As you look up and to the left a little bit, you see two glowing red eyes.
I kind of just point to it. That. Kind of
Stop right here!
Kind of stance up a little bit.
As you stance up and begin getting ready, you see it jump away. As Yolanda walks forward, it's her.
Or who?
The Protector.
Is this the friend?
Not any friend I know.
Oh boy! This could
Awfully.
be fun!
I was going to say, awfully menacing with glowing red eyes to be a friendly protector.
Let's keep moving.
Oh, my friend, you haven't met half the friends Eldon's made along the way.
That was my thought.
Advin told me about this guy named Khan. What was his name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Advin, it was Khan, right?
Yeah, absolute dirtbag.
Yeah, it says he murdered people who were just laying there on the ground?
No, just dirtbag all around.
He had his reasons for things, some of which I don't entirely agree with, but he wasn't horrible.
No, for sure.
Ah,
Your
He's just a
friend,
blood-sucking vampire.
your friend sounds amazing. Let's continue.
Yeah, Burke will lead the way, making periodic smell checks, sort of scouting ahead.
I won't even have you roll for most of them. The smells definitely hit you. You don't feel like you're in Eldon's mind anymore. This feels like the outside world. But it's a very nice reprieve from the normal dark gloominess of the mindscape around you. Of course.
So wait, does that mean the sky above is?
It's still dark, inky, greenish color, but it still illuminates the forest as if it were daylight.
Huh.
Aya will look over at Kaladra. Stay close.
Sounds good. And she
He will
just
pull
also.
out his weapons.
Yeah, I was gonna say she grabs her daggers.
As you stay close, you see that hat scoops your other arm in the other hand like the Wizard of Oz. Okay there, bud.
He's still completely oblivious to their budding relationship.
Oh no, it's either he's completely oblivious or does not give two flying fucks.
Either way.
At this point, I think it's willful ignorance.
Yeah. Either way, it is what it is.
It's funny. I like
It's
it.
hilarious. You continue on and you smell that same presence in the trees periodically as you move.
It's definitely keeping its tabs on us.
Do I know what's here, the Protector?
You don't know the Protector here, you just know that she's dangerous.
And I don't know much about the Hunter either, do I?
Nope.
Well, she definitely sounds better than the freaking Hunter.
As far as I know, Yolanda looks over at the hat. They're the same creature.
Oh dear.
Excuse me, protector or hunter or
What have you?
creature with red eyes. We're not here to hurt you. We're here for the key, so we can help Eldon become whole again. Can you help us with that?
Those who are after the key are generally working with E.
You said
Trust me, he is not the type of person we would be working with.
I would assume not, Burke.
I don't like that she knows your name, bud. Well, I mean, chances are she probably heard us talking to
Well, if
each
you
other,
know our
so-
intentions, we know very well we intend to beat the crap out of Mr. E and bring Eldon back. So help us out.
you're being a stick in the mud.
You hear rustling from the treetops above as very gracefully, landing in the center of all of you, you see Grimm's armor, but not in Grimm's shape. In the shape of a woman. A slender physique, a fedora on her head. And as she looks at you, Burke, you've seen these eyes before. Coming from Eldon's shadow.
No.
Hi.
Hey, you called me.
How's it going?
Well, I suppose this makes sense for you to be the protector.
It's the one place I've been able to keep my mother's domain from. Come on.
Alright.
She begins leading you all through the forest. As you come to the bottom of this massive maple tree. She kind of sits at the bottom of it. I felt it when you all came in here. To the mindscape, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you all. And finally, meet you.
Right.
For those who don't know, I am Mod. Lovely to meet you, Aya Alden. She grabs
pleasure to
Aya's
meet you.
hand and in a very firm handshake shakes your hand. I don't know you very well, but I look forward to getting to know you.
I don't know why.
Yep.
I thought you started to sound like Korg there for a minute.
She looks over at Caladra.
Spaceship want to come?
She looks over at Caladra. I don't know you, but Eldon has shown me a lot about you. And I appreciate everything you did for him. And she'll give Caladra a hug.
Aw. She's a little surprised, but she gives the hug back.
Well.
All
It's
right.
interesting seeing the night piece.
It's a bit weird seeing all of you. I've been kind of busy trying to figure out how to manifest myself so that Grimm doesn't have to keep manifesting himself.
I'm appreciative. When did you first started gaining your consciousness?
You remember the weird three-eyed dog? Multi-eyed dog that Grimm started carrying around after a bit?
I remember that in Dash, yes.
That's when I really started to come back. So,
Eldon's gonna need you when we fix him.
I know.
Fix is a bit of a strong word there, but sure.
You know what we mean. Put him back where he belongs. In charge.
Slap a bigger band-aid on it at least.
Not Band-Aid.
Slap,
A lot of...
slap him in the face.
we do like my people used to do before we were wiped out by the Luxonarian government. Duct tape.
Yeah.
Where we grab a bunch of ducks, melt them down into a glue-like substance and,
just
use it
slap it
to
on.
paste our buildings together.
It's
Yeah.
the same.
They literally
fact-
couldn't figure... The Luxonarnians came and literally couldn't figure out how our tents were still standing.
Yeah, that shit always
It's the s-
smelled so weird, though.
It's the same way we make a horseradish.
How'd you make your boats with it? Was it still with the duct tape?
We used duct tape for everything.
Put that shit on everything.
The super strong waterproof tape.
Dude, we had
Now-
boats made out of the stuff, and they worked.
Yeah, I saw someone saw one in half and they just slapped it back together like it was nothing.
I sawed this boat in half.
Oh, you mean I believe it had a presenter named Philip Swiftly.
God damn it.
Swift
There you go.
leaf.
Philip
Swiftly.
Swiftly.
With leaf.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Right.
Dumbest-
Yeah, we're getting
dumbest
sidetracked.
joke.
what do you need us to do to get the quote-unquote key?
Right.
Well, this one's actually pretty easy. Just climb up the tree. She points up, and I don't know how many of you have seen a maple tree. Probably all of you, honestly.
Yeah.
But maple trees don't have any branches at the bottom.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those.
Well, okay. I will just turn both of my arms into claws and just jump up the tree.
Alright, so you begin climbing the tree, Burke?
Yep. Tree bird.
Roll an
Gonna
acrobatics
cast-
check for me, please.
Alright.
I actually have a spell that could be very useful.
Alright, that is a 26.
Okay, 26. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So you're climbing up the tree.
It
Yep.
can't be
Good
this
job.
easy.
I doubt it. Alright, so I will just kind of, claw my way up like a cat climbs a tree.
That's when Io looks over at Maud and asks, "Are there any enemies to worry about in the tree?"
Oh yes, absolutely. There's a bunch of large birds in there.
I will also do a
Bird,
smell
watch
check
out
as
for
I'm...
birds!
Noted! We'll do a smell check as I'm climbing, if possible.
How far up is from the ground to the nearest branch?
Sorry, say that one more time.
How far up is from the ground to the nearest branch?
It's well over 200 feet.
Okay. Yeah, we
Eldritch.
need to.
You can turn into a dragon, right?
Oh yeah.
How far up can you fly?
Probably can do this, I'd assume.
Oh,
Oh Lord
absolutely.
and Savior.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
This can't be this easy.
All right. Let's try it.
Be prepared
not
for
even-
birds to attack us.
Oh yeah.
That's not even gonna try it because he feels suspicious about this.
Alright, well, I turn into a dragon.
Okay, so you begin to transform.
Yep.
All right. So you begin to transform once more. Your wings extend farther. The spines begin appearing on your back, and your hair emerges as fur along your scales, and you begin to grow into an adult dragon. You are now your full size and your
Alright.
original form.
Anyone
Did I say
wanna
this last
join?
time, Kaladra?
You can fit 3 people on your back.
Can I come? I should be able to help the swarm off.
You should be
Okay.
fine coming along. Kaladra,
What?
did I tell you last time that you are a beautiful dragon?
Can she blush in
now-
dragon
Yes,
form?
she totally can.
Thank you.
I appreciate. I would suggest we keep the lovey-dovey comments away while she's trying to focus on flying us up.
I put the top cap. I turned myself into a hat and put myself on Aya's head.
Okay.
As the hat jumps onto Aya's head, that's when he realizes what he just did and blushes like.
Oh, also, you grow a full handlebar mustache.
He starts blushing as the mustache grows. He's just, oh.
I turned to Advent. I assure you, I can fly, no matter what.
Listen, we got enemies. I need to be able to focus, and if you even jerked me the wrong way, the spell could be messed up.
Okay, she looks at him and is like, oh, okay, it's a you problem.
Yep.
She's okay with it now.
That's the
It's not me, it's you.
Sounds like a skill issue, okay.
No, she just wanted to make sure you weren't saying a dragon can't fly, because excuse me.
Alright.
If anyone knows that a dragon can fly, it would be me.
Anyways, Advent proceeds to climb up, and he is preparing to cast at least a few evocation spells.
Alright.
Ooh.
As you climb up on Caladra's back, it's very easy, honestly, to get onto her back because of the fur that lines her scales. Most likely, you know, a genetic factor of her father. And as you look at it, even though the fur seems to be white, it blends really well with the almost icy blue of her scales. As
I
you
have a
were,
quick question.
yes.
Is the fur soft?
Oh, absolutely. It is soft as hell.
Oh boy.
How far up from the ground am I?
You're I'd say you're approximately 70 feet up.
Okay.
You've been climbing fast.
Kind of went down to Maud. Does it matter if this tree potentially gets damaged if we have to fight some giant bird things or just normal sized bird things?
You notice that Maud isn't down there anymore.
And she's gone. Okay. I'm talking to no one.
And he's gone!
Leopold!
And she's gone.
Leopold, get on the dragon!
Leopold is still just kind of staring up, like. But he is going to climb up aboard the dragon.
All right. As you climb,
if Advent casts enlarge, would he be able to make Caladra bigger?
yes, she
in this
would double
dragon
in
form?
size.
And would she be able to carry more people?
She would be able to carry at least one additional person.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would be cleric.
Yeah.
And then
Well-
you'd be pretty much good.
I'm gonna say Cleric's gonna stay down there because he's very heavy.
Heavy. Yeah.
So we got,
Oh.
well, hat is a hat right now.
Mhm.
So it's me,
Aya.
yeah, me, Aya, and Leopold. So we basically got everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't really matter. Okay.
Yeah, cleric's just on a lawn chair or something.
Well,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
He's
not
just
even here.
sitting back watching them all up there. Yeah, you guys go have fun. Just sips his hot oil in a lawn chair. Kicks back in a dad stance. Puts on the spectacles.
Oh, they
pull
grow
out
up
the
so
paper.
fast.
I'll keep watching from over here. He's just like some sort of like dad at a park or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't get too far from me.
Stay where I can see you, okay?
And stay in parents' line of sight.
Don't go near any weird vans.
Okay, and
Even if it says
it's
free
ours.
candy.
don't play with those crows. They're from a bad neighborhood. That came out horrible. Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
Don't
Okay.
mess with that crows. They're apparently a bunch of murderers, from what I hear.
That's
It's a-
really great.
It's a
Murder
group
of crows.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
I hear they're part of the Geisterblut.
Oh no. So, as you proceed to ascend the tree, you fly about your first 60 feet, And it seems to be okay. Seems to be okay.
Yeah, for now.
Burke. You reach about, I'd say, 90 feet up.
All right.
When you hear a screech from above. It's strange. It's almost bird-like, but not quite.
Like something imitating a bird.
Gives you that very uncanny feeling. As you see flying, not on feathers, but arms. Almost as if it's growing arms out of its wings to almost act as feathers.
Oh, that's horrible.
Thousands of hands reaching, catching the wind, and guiding it. This strange bird with a human face and an almost cat-like body, but with human legs. Lands on the tree and begins walking towards you.
Advin see this creature.
You would see this creature, Advin.
Advin's gonna cast lightning bolt. Kill it with lightning!
Followed by gravity sinkhole.
All right.
And then Burke will respond with, "Yeah, don't like that," and just turn into a were-tiger on the spot.
All right. Fails the dex check. Nat 1 for the con.
Oh no.
And yeah, so you both get to roll damage. Full damage too. So that sounds good for Advin.
58.
Woo!
21, 25,
I feel like this wasn't in your calculations,
32
Dan.
force damage.
22 force damage?
32
Oh,
force
32.
damage. And is forced 10 feet into, 20 feet into the air.
Lovely. As the strange, I'll just say it, Havian is pulled into the air and struck by lightning, instantly fried.
Oh, okay.
And falls downward.
This can't be this easy.
Sticks my hand out, or Aya sticks his hand out for, towards Advin, looking for a high five.
Advin's more, kind of smacks it, but then gets ready to cast another, evocation spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Burke kind of raises a skeptical tiger brow at the falling bird, and then just kind of turns back to the turns back, looking up at the tree, and kind of smells to see if he can smell any other Havians.
All right. As you continue your way up, you catch a whiff of 3 more. As one begins flying directly at you, Caladra.
3 more incoming.
Another one begins flying towards Burke. Actually, both of the others begin flying towards Burke. Burke.
I want a breath weapon.
You have a breath weapon, yeah.
Yeah. Also, though, it's in the area, so could I, if I did it fast enough, could I get more than one?
Yeah. I would allow it. So, the way I generally do it is, if you use your breath weapon, you roll a d6. If you roll the proper numbers, you recharge it. For you, Caladra, it is a 5 or a 6. I believe once you hit level 15, Your breath weapon recharges at 4 or 6. 4 through 6, I believe. I'm gonna have to double check that actually. What did I give you, Advin? Do you remember? Because I think I gave this to you.
Let me check my notes.
Oh yeah, Dracon breath weapon.
Yep, let me just send it to her.
Yep, yeah.
I got it right here.
And then for an adult white dragon, let me look up your breath weapon damage. Breath weapon, where's it?
12.
Cold breath. You do 12d8 cold damage as an adult white dragon.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dice. Oh, here we go. I was like, where's the D8?
Where is it?
Where is it?
And how close are the other two?
Why are you hiding?
Not the one that Kaladra is.
She's trying to hit all 3, I think.
All 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, as many as I'm allowed. Like,
If they're close,
I'm trying to
enough,
quick
yeah.
draw it, and yeah.
I would allow you to try and hit all 3. I would need.
So wait, what do you? What first? Sorry.
So first things first. So you're trying to use one charge to hit 3 different creatures, right?
Yeah, because it just says in the area. That's my assumption is.
So you could do it one of 2
tall.
ways. You could do it one of 2 ways. You're pretty close to Burke and the trunk of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You could use the breath weapon, in doing so hitting Burke, or you could try focusing your breath weapon into less of a cone and more of a beam, and going around Burke and hitting all 3 of the Havians.
Okay. What would be the detriment of beam?
Detriment of beam, you would only roll 68 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
But you would be more accurate in doing so. I would need a roll, specifically a Constitution saving throw, for you to do this.
Was a fucking crit failure.
Oh god.
I fucking hate everything.
I also have a
Like,
fair
freeze
amount of
yourself
health,
from the
though,
inside
so
out.
So
I have quite a lot of health, so it wouldn't matter if I just get a little bit chilly.
on top of that, he rolls a what is it? A DC 19 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just flying. I'm not doing anything useful other than that, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can still use your breath weapon. You would just hit Burke.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
It was just to see if you could condense it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, I can't Godzilla. That's a little unfortunate. So
Unfortunately,
is it still
not this
6
turn.
now or 8?
It's still
6.
12d6. Or it's still 12d8.
12. Okay. Ooh. Fun.
You tried to.
It just leaves me curious. How much damage do I do with my
1
breath
plus
weapon?
8.
This is because she can. This is because she can anthropomorphize into an actual dragon.
1. 8,
Yeah, I know that.
4.
So, yeah, you are a fake dragon.
8.
Well, I'm also, twice dead.
Fair enough.
6, 2.
Alright.
6. 1 second. I'll be done, I swear. 7, 4.
1 sec.
This is insane. Holy shit.
12d8 is a lot of damage.
Yeah. These birds may have been. This might be overkill, though.
No, overkill's underrated. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're pissing me off, so they need to die.
Alright. So the first Havian, I'm gonna roll the con saves for all of them. For all of them, the first Havian fails. Second Havian fails, and the third Havian fails. Because they have a plus 0 to their Constitution. Constitution saves are really good against them.
Oh my god, hold on.
This feels
They're
again.
all good.
This feels like we're wrecking the DM's plan.
Good for you.
No.
You can feel
I
that
think
way
we're
all you
leading
want.
into his plan.
Oh shit!
Keep
I
your
should've
mouth
said-
shut, Lemmy, because he's just gonna add stuff to his notes.
Every time you say shit like that, Corbane just gets harder.
Stop. Stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
I still can't believe McDonald's actually helped with that campaign.
Oh yeah, the stop it, get some help.
Yep.
Shit. Yeah.
77.
77. All right.
77.
All three failed. Burke, I will need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Con save. DC 19.
And they're flying, so they're weak to ice, right?
Definitely. Because
Pokemon has taught me.
we're doing Pokemon rules.
Yeah.
Ice is flying is weak to ice. Yep. They definitely do have a susceptibility to lightning damage.
What does suck is that ice types are by far the worst Pokemon type.
But they have Swinub, so they're the best.
Yep.
I fucking love that little lump of fur. He's a great little lump of fur. You be quiet.
For whatever reason, every time I use bug types, though, it always blows up on my face.
Mhm.
Never works out
Because
for me.
bug types and ice types are not actually good in the competitive scene.
Nope.
It's not even competitive. It just doesn't work for me fighting against just basic things. Like every time I use a bug type move, it does a sliver of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, they're just the worst.
Yeah.
I will say
The
though,
only good
dark
bug type.
types are underrated.
The only good bug type is Buzzwole.
The only good bug type is
Dark
dead.
type Pokemon are
The only
underrated.
good bug type is one sprayed with Raid.
Guys, let's be real here. It's Butterfree.
Buzzwole's my boy.
Bye, Butterfree.
Oh god.
I'm personally into Beedrill.
Alright.
Angel's also cool.
So, Caladra, you deal 77 points of damage to all three of them. Burke, what was your con save?
My con save was a that's a 7.
You take 77 points of cold damage.
Really?
Oh.
That is a lot. Okay, hold on. Let me just
A little cold.
let's see. What's that?
God damn. So, what's the challenge rating on this thing? It's a challenge rating 13.
Let's see.
A, a group of 4 adventurers at level 13 can take down this this dragon.
Aren't we level 15?
No.
And then you said 77?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. I still have 203 health. I'm alright.
Damn. Alright. All 3 of the birds are immediately flash frozen and die. And begin falling to the base of the tree.
Hey, they'll make some good fish and chips.
They're birds!
You-
They're made of human hands and feet!
If you don't think about it enough, though, it tastes like pork.
Oh,
Now
no!
I'm slowly devolving into Dottie Denogla.
Anyways, do you continue
He's
your way
lying,
up the
just-
tree?
Meanwhile, I'm just clinging to the trees.
Alright.
It's actually sweeter than pork.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually sweeter than pork.
Human?
And you know this.
Yes.
Oh.
There have
But
been people, testament.
I will also
I'm
say...
not gonna ask why Yvonne knows the taste of human flesh.
I will also say...
There's some things you don't need to know about.
I will also say, Burke, it is difficult terrain around the areas where the ice formed. Mind you, it gives you better handholds.
Wait, difficult terrain?
Difficult
Terrain.
terrain.
Okay, I heard just terrain. I was like, what is terrain?
Terrain.
Yeah, it can't rain because it's frozen.
I guess,
Idiot.
yeah, something like that.
To rain, my favorite not
Terrain.
Yeah, okay. Although, wait, what is it? Hold on.
Oh, are you immune to difficult terrain?
I believe there might be something along those lines in my various excessive
knowledge.
amounts of stuff here. Gosh dang it. It's somewhere in here. I know it is.
I believe Step of the Wind gives you immunity to difficult terrain.
Does mobile give you immunity to it?
Yes, it does. The mobile feat, yes.
Okay, yeah, then I am immune to difficult terrain.
Damn.
Yep. So I just keep on climbing.
Yep.
And I get better foothold. So I'm just
Better foot and handle.
still going up, just kind of better handled. So I'm just kind of like working off the chilly frosted tips I have on all of my foot.
Oh.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Frosty
Hi,
Kitten.
welcome to Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Anyways.
I don't think it was that sissy, was it?
As we continue, you begin moving your way, or continuing your way up the trunk of this tree, and after another 150 feet, you finally reach the first branch.
Cool. Okay. So then I can just kind of...
You can sit
swing
down
up
on the
it.
branch for a bit.
Okay. Okay, so it's just the first branch, but we're still working our way up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I will take a second to rest before I rush back up there.
All right. Caladra, you reach the first branch with Burke, with the other
tall
three on
ass
your back.
Mhm.
It's a very tall tree. Very tall tree. But you guys are making really good time. It's only been about 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Alright,
It just
Advent,
reminds me
during
of
this
that
time,
giant tree
he's
from
going to
Adventure
use
Time.
Arcane Recovery to recover a 5th level spell slot.
All right. You're absolutely able to do that.
I've
Yeah.
done nothing.
And then he's going to get ready to just prepare to cast some other evocation spells.
Beautiful.
I will also use Arcane Recovery and recover a 4th level spell slot.
Beautiful. Love to hear it.
Are we taking a short rest by chance?
No, that would take an hour.
Okay. Yeah.
You just kind of chill.
Does anybody got like healing potions? I'm really not feeling it today.
Kind of
No.
your fault.
I'm at least
I'm
gonna
gonna be a
ask
scholar
you.
when I grow up. Go on, looking ass.
Leopold is just gonna reach
I
into
grow
his
up, I'm gonna be a scholar.
I will
Leopold's
touch.
just gonna reach into his bag, grab a potion, and hand it to him.
Thanks, Leopold. He
And
drinks
I
it.
will cast False Life on Advent as well.
Yay!
It's only
Temporary
it's
hit
only
points.
minor.
Woohoo, 5
It's only a
10.
minor healing potion, but still.
Yeah, it's only a minor healing potion, but still.
That's fine. Plus 2,
You
6.
now have 7 temporary hit points. Advent.
I know what false life is, so I already put the 7 temp. So I'm at 95 plus the 7. That at least makes me feel a little safe.
It's 5 temp HP, I thought.
No,
It's
So-
7.
False Life is actually 1d4 plus 4
Oh, damn.
temporary hit points for an hour.
Damn.
Leopold is going to just grab him by the chin and just look him over. There, one more.
Dunks it down his throat.
All right. I mean, you could have just offered him.
No, he
gives
did dinner
it
first.
to him. He doesn't just like shove it down his throat. He hands it to him. He just looks at him. Yeah, you need one more. He hands it to him.
All right. 102 plus 7. Okay.
Nice. All right.
I'm above 100. I feel safer.
Very nice. All right.
You'll survive a power word kill.
Yeah, you
yes.
won't just immediately die.
That's all that I care about.
Alrighty. Do you guys
Our
continue
word
your
go
way up?
Oh, side note, I figured out an amazing homebrew spell.
Yes.
It's called Smite Nerd. It deals more damage to creatures with higher intelligence.
Nice.
That's funny as hell. It's just a
love that.
bully spell.
Fucking nerd.
Smite Nerd.
Swirly.
Dork spoon.
You
Oh.
walk into an illithid, gives it the bonk.
Bro, that
Nerd.
nothing terrifies an illithid more than a creature with 0 intelligence.
If you have 0 intelligence, you're dead. That's,
Like I
that's the
said,
thing.
Oh, I know. Or just
Same with constitution.
one intelligence,
Anyways.
nothing with terror.
Anyways, let us continue our way up the tree.
Yeah.
Burke, do you
Although
continue
there
your
are
way?
people that prey on illithids that have less than 3 or 4 intelligence.
There's
Neil
actually,
Shore is being 1.
there's actually a type of creature that does have 0 intelligence and is considered living, and it does terrify the living heck out of illithids.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a redditor.
All right.
Still
Do
got
we
it.
continue our way up the tree?
Yes.
Yep, I'm getting ready to cast more evocations.
All
I
right.
will start clawing my way up.
If
Caladra,
everyone seems good, then I would go.
Caladra, it is getting kind of hard to fly in the branches of the tree as you're moving upward. So you're gonna have to start climbing on the actual bark of the and shift shit.
Question: From each branch forward, is it still like over 100 feet?
Oh no.
It's just
No.
to the initial branch. So how many
Yeah.
feet distance between each branch?
There's about a 10-20 foot distance between each branch.
Oh, Advin's gonna hop off and cast Fly on anybody who wants to join me. Because I say we can all just save energy by casting Fly on each other, and we could just hop.
Well, I can just put myself on a hat, so you can just save yourself.
Yeah.
Save yourself time.
But like, who wants to just fly up there and have poor Kaladra not strain herself carrying 3 people and climbing?
Yeah,
I'll
if it's
stick with
easier to
Kala-
fly.
Yeah, just cast Fly.
All right, cool.
I don't know. Is it easier or is climbing
It
just
would probably be easier for the individuals on your back to fly, just because in this current instance, excuse me, sorry.
Because you're a lot bigger, so it's a lot
In
more
this-
difficult.
In this current instance, you're having to kind of
make sure I don't
make
whack
sure
them
you
off
yeah
on
make
the
sure you don't
branch.
accidentally knock them off going in between branches and stuff. So without them on, you can actually climb a lot faster.
Well, it's their decision.
All right.
Yeah. So it's like I can only bring like when it's at a higher one, I can bring an additional creature, so it starts at 30 level. And I can
I just bring Leopold.
Yeah, just bring Leopold. I
Yeah.
Alright.
Because you could already have
I could probably
That's
cast
already
Fly
there.
on- Yeah.
and
So
I
it's-
could probably
Aya
do
does
it.
not have access to the fly spell.
So I would need to
That's fine too.
bring 2 additional. That just means I have to cast it at 5th level.
I mean, I could also just hold on tighter
Yeah,
and scrunch in.
So
Like
she
with
could-
one person, I think he could flatten to my back better. So
Yeah.
could just do that.
He could just lay in the soft fur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leopold.
Ties himself in the fur.
I think it'd be better if we're
Actually-
closer up to
You know what I do? Oh no, wait, that wouldn't work.
How about me and you fly up with my magic while these 2 climb up and fly when they can? This way, we have more of a wide variety, but still close.
Sounds like a plan.
And
Alright,
I'd hate for any of us to be left by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick with
Burger.
Galadra.
Burke still
That's where I
got
kinda
Connie
just
and
Grab.
Garance, so
Yeah, that's where.
Yolanda stayed down at the bottom with Cleric.
Evan just kind of puts his hand on Leopold's shoulder. He says, "Windshu florte," and he casts fly at their low.
Nice.
Joey just like looks over to Cleric. So, which one's yours?
So,
What's your profit?
which one's yours?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways, as you continue your way up the tree, Kaladra, you can feel Aya on your back, but you can tell that he's holding on pretty tightly and is fairly secure.
I believe in Aya, so I would not mind him as much. Especially since Advent literally said, "Don't throw me off," or like, "Don't jiggle me at all."
Yeah.
I don't think I have a lot of spells that'll
less
help
about
us
that.
out in this situation.
And Burke is jumping from like branch to branch. Bro's doing
Boing,
like dope monk shit. Bro's doing dope monk shit.
It's like my guy is literally capable of casting 6 circle spells. You don't want to mess him up because magic is very versatile.
Yeah.
My man literally running through the trees like
Volatile?
Tarzan.
As you guys are going up the tree, make a perception check, all of you.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 20, dirty.
Dirty 20. All right.
First roll I've had to make
Burke,
today.
you can do it with scent, so you have advantage.
Yep. That's a 24.
All right. Hat, what did you get?
18 plus 2, dirty 20.
Beautiful. Leopold, what did you get? I'll go back to you.
Do forgive me. What am I rolling?
Perception check.
Perception.
Yep.
Ooh.
Kaladra, what did you get?
Oh, wait.
19.
19. Aya, what did you get?
Total?
15.
Leopold, what did you get?
A total of 22.
22. Okay.
Mine's actually 29.
29. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot. It's actually 29.
All right.
Okay.
So all of you notice the Havian waiting for you just a few branches up.
Many.
Just
Or
one.
just one.
It's just the one.
It's
How
on this.
how close am I to it?
You would be probably somewhere around 60 feet away.
Okay.
Leopold has his hand axes at the ready.
Nice.
And Advent
Okay.
Advent's gonna cast lightning bolts at it.
Oh, hold on. Can I just dash up to it and then just flurry of blows it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or well, actually, that would take because then I couldn't.
You could step of the wind
Yeah,
up
that
to
would-
it and punch it twice.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright,
Step of
Because
the
I
wind.
want to. Yeah, so I'll step of the wind up to it, and then what I want to do is, if I can, I would like to slash specifically at the wing to impede its flight.
Absolutely. Roll it to hit for me.
Okay. That is cocked. That's a natural 20.
That
Nice.
that will most certainly hit. Roll your double damage, my good
All
sir.
right. Let's see.
Also, remember, you do have the exalted form of Last Thoughts,
Yeah.
which,
Um.
dear fucking god.
Can we say
made it.
before
I
like
know I
all this
did.
happens, can I roll an insight check on the situation? Because one of them just sitting there doesn't sit right with me.
Right.
Hat, you want to roll an insight on the one that's just sitting there?
No, just on the situation as a whole, because there's one. We fought up to 3. Something feels fishy.
This one was lying in wait.
Fine, I won't.
So I just add the existing damage,
Yeah, you
or
add it.
I just double it,
Yeah, you double it and then add all of your stuff to it.
then give it to the next person. Okay, yeah.
You double dice, add your stuff.
Son of
Okay.
a bitch, I was gonna make that joke.
Wait, you double plus the modifier, or add the modifier after you double?
Add the modifier after.
Okay, thank you.
Double dice,
Yeah,
that
double
is-
the modifier,
okay.
that'd be busted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Twice
So
the
that is
die, double the fall.
okay. So that's a 14.
Nobody,
14
nothing.
damage.
14 damage to the wing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you full on slice this wing off.
Can I because I wanted to basically like lunge at it and slash it. Can I springboard off of it just to kind of kick it down
Yeah, absolutely.
and then jump and continue climbing the tree and just
Yeah.
let it fall?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
So-
I guess should I roll for an attack to like kick it?
Roll an athletics check.
Okay. Should I also roll an attack?
Just the athletics.
Twice the
Kick it?
die,
Or just
double
Just
the fall.
athletics. I'm gonna make it a contested athletics.
Okay. All right.
This
I got
thing
mine.
rolled a natural 6.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 26, so I'm good.
Bruh.
These things are rolling
Yeah, I
shite.
got my man's over here like, I got a 20.
I get a 26.
So I will I just sort of speed up the top or up to the jeez. I will speed climb all the way up to it, lunge at it, slash the wing, and springboard off, pushing with all 4 of my limbs to shove it downward as I jump back on the tree and keep climbing.
It begins tumbling down, and it goes.
Tumbling
It
down,
almost very nearly clips Advin. If it still had that other wing, it would have hit Advin as it falls.
Yeah.
Watch where you're aiming that thing.
No.
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 So as you continue up, it takes you around another 20-25 minutes. Nothing really attacks you guys as you go up further. And you come to the top, where you see a nest.
Oh boy.
This thing is massive.
So what is it made of?
It's made of full-on trees. Whole-ass trees.
You're not going to be able to burn it.
Let me shush.
Can I burn it? No, I'm joking.
So I climb a fireball.
Theoretically, if I throw a fireball at it, it's not gonna burn.
Theoretically, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
What if I throw a fire elemental at it?
maybe. It'd have to be a pretty high level elemental, but yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm not going to. It was just a question.
Fair. So you begin. You all begin to climb into the nest as you once again see Maud standing at the center of the nest. Y'all are pretty agile, actually.
You got up here quicker than we did.
Well, I'm connected to this area.
Yeah,
She probably just instant teleported.
I figured as much. Wish I could do that.
Give me 2 seconds.
He says as he's a
You just see this crouching were-tiger just like,
You know, I could have helped you out. If you wanted to fly with us, you could have. It would have saved you a lot of energy.
It's good cardio.
Fair enough. That's where he breaks concentration, and he's just like, alright. So, what's the next thing we have to do?
Well, if you all can hit me 3 times before I kill you, you'll get the key. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fair enough.
Kaladra, you
Crouch
are
down
still
into
in
a
your
stance.
dragon form, by the way.
Yeah. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Need everyone to roll initiative.
Got my initiative roll.
Alrighty, let me open up the sheet.
So, like, just like one attack 3 times, or just 3 individual hits?
3 hits.
Period.
So specifically 2 hit rolls.
Okay.
Let's see what you roll, Mod. Ooh. Mod's got a good roll.
Should've done that. No.
Alright, alrighty. Alrighty. Aya, what was your roll? Aya? Aya Alden?
27.
27, alright. Advin, what did you roll?
21.
21. Hat, what did you get?
Nat 1 plus 1.
Alrighty. Connie and Burke. Well, I guess just Burke in this
Connie
case.
is out, yeah.
Yeah. Burke,
I
what
got a
did you
15.
get? 15. Leopold, what did you get? For initiative. I guess we'll wait on you. Caladra, what did you get?
14.
14.
Did you make sure to add a D8 to your?
Sorry, I forgot I
Oh,
was muted.
no.
Yeah, you add a D8, Caladra, to your initiative.
Plus 3.
Bleh. Okay, plus 3,
17.
so 17. Beautiful.
Leopold rolled a total of 23.
23. Yeah. All right. So, the initiative goes: Aya Alden, Maud, Advin Kari. It goes Aya, Maud, Leopold, Advin, the Lair, and then it goes Caladra, Connie, or Caladra Burke. There we go. All right.
And what about Hat?
Hat's at the bottom.
Oh,
Hat's at the
great.
very, very bottom. All right.
Great.
Aya, it is your turn first.
All right. First off, how far away am I from her?
She is in the center of the nest, about 60 feet away.
60 feet. Okay. I cannot reach her in one move. Oh. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to bonus action, Blade Sing,
Beautiful.
and then I'm going to run 40 feet towards her and cast Steel Wind Strike.
Roll your to hit.
Just double checking all that it does. Okay. Okay. 14 plus 8, that's 22 plus 1, 23 to hit?
23 will not hit.
What?
Well, yeah.
That is some high AC.
Well, yeah, she said hit her 3 times. I'd imagine it was pretty high.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So he doesn't hit. Holy shit.
Okay. As you swing your moonblade towards her, the strike emitting from your blade, from your sword, it seems to strike her, but then it disperses around her. Gonna have to try harder than that.
Go eat a dick.
As she lowers her stance and rushes towards you, Aya, making a swing.
Well, I'm right behind her.
Oh, you're right behind her.
Yeah, because I teleport within 5 feet.
Right. Yeah. That's right. So in that case,
And my AC right now is
you should be somewhere around
25.
25, yeah. So you have the same AC as her.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
All right. She is going to attack you, Aya. As a large blade that looks a lot like Vertebreaker, appears in her hand, and
Like Bert.
Yeah,
Vertebreaker.
I know. I know.
Is a 27 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. As you cast shield, her Vertebreaker blade hits the shield and bounces off.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
I guess I will. You still have your bonus action, Aya.
No, I do not.
No, he
Oh, you
used
don't?
it for
Oh, right. You used
wait,
it.
oh.
Do you have extra attack?
I do, but I used a spell.
Steel Wind. Right, you used a spell. So it is now her turn. And she's gonna attack you again.
Got that?
It was a riposte. It's essentially a riposte.
Ah. Well, regardless, my AC is still
30
right now.
Yep, she's gonna have to roll a nat 20 to hit it. And she did not for her first strike. So she bounces off again. Fine then. Out from her right hand comes a pistol as she aims it and fires it at you, Advin.
What did I die?
Oh my goodness.
And that's a natural 20.
Reaction shield.
It's a natural 20.
That's right. So.
Intimation. You hit fuck.
I thought it was just like it's guaranteed like success. I don't know how you do your natural 20 rolls.
It's a crit. It's a guaranteed success. Well, specifically for attacks.
Ability checks, not so much. But for attacks and combat, he makes it to where nat 20s are insane.
Always, it don't matter if your shield. Then never mind. I'm not even gonna cast shield. It doesn't matter, even though I make it beyond 20.
All right, you will take 33 points of piercing damage, Advin, as the bullet flies right through your left shoulder.
Ooh.
This party's just getting started. Alright, that is Maud's turn. It is now Leopold's turn.
Well, let's have some fun then.
What you
How
doing,
far
Leopold? She's
How
about
far
60
away?
feet away from you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna bonus action rage.
As you do.
I mean, despite all your rage, you're just a man in a cage.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a man in a cage.
And I'm gonna use reckless attack.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my hand axe.
All right. So you move. Do you move upward, or do you just throw your hand axes from where you are?
No, I'm gonna roll up 30 feet, and then I'm gonna throw my hand axes.
Beautiful. All right, roll your to hits.
That's a 28 for the first one,
That'll hit.
and a miss for the second one.
Ah. So your hand axe drives itself into her side. That's one. As the second hand axe flies past her.
That's a total of 3. Is it slashing or piercing for hand axes? I think it's slashing.
It doesn't matter. It's just based on 3 hits. So I'm not gonna have you roll damage.
And okay.
So as long as you hit her, you get 1 point. And there are 3 points altogether. Is that your turn, Leopold? Well, I guess, yeah, because you used both your attacks and your... Yeah. Alright.
Good action, Sarge.
We could.
I am going to use a free action on my turn to enter a defensive stance.
Okay, perfect. Alright, as you enter the defensive stance, Advent, it is your turn. It's your turn.
Okay, so he's actually going to use a quicken spell because he's a meta magic adept, and he's going to use both sorcery points to basically cast magic missile as a bonus action.
I was waiting for that.
So he's going to cast magic missile. It's going to deal 4 points of damage. It's an automatic hit because magic missile don't
shield.
And it does not miss. And then he's going to, as an action, cast another magic missile.
It
Shield.
does. I believe you can shield with it. Wait.
Yeah,
Shield automatically blocks magic missile.
Yeah. So, but again, you can still do it a second time.
But it would, the shield would still be up.
Shield is still active.
It's per turn.
And as a reaction, can I counterspell?
You can try to counterspell, yes.
Alright, I will cast counterspell.
Okay. Her shield does not activate.
Okay. So that's a reaction. So yeah, bonus action. I will magic missile, and then magic missile as an action.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Well, there's 3 darts and 1 magic missile.
That's what I was asking, but just to be safe, I'm going to just do, because he said per attack, so just to be safe, I did 2 magic missile attacks.
Yep.
My dude's just going in for the double tap.
To be safe.
If you weren't gonna do it, I was gonna drop the garage and just bust out Connie to have him shoot missiles.
Yeah. No, you, Yeah, you...
Missile launcher.
You won. Damn.
Shit, my shoulder! Gosh, darn it!
Oh, come on. Okay. I mean, I'm happy.
Oh.
But why is everything so easy?
That was...
I know it doesn't have any bearing on the fight now, but the one action that this does boomerang back to my hand.
Yeah. That was...
Because Paralyzed Master is a beautiful thing.
Intriguing?
Were you not prepared for that? I thought you had been watching us this whole time.
I was not prepared for that. Huh.
Nice job, Advent!
She kind of just
hold up a tiger claw.
She kind of just flops to the ground. Oh shit!
Well, you thought I wouldn't have a counterspell ready?
Honestly, no.
I would have had I not used shield at the time, but I figured that blade was gonna hurt like hell. And I'm gonna be honest with you, was not looking forward to that. Especially after I've read a chapter from that book Advent loves so much. God, my head still hurts.
You and me both. My head really hurts.
Well, now your shoulder to match. God damn!
Yeah, thanks a lot, by the way.
Well, I said if you can hit me 3 times before I can kill you.
Why would you want to kill us?
You're foreign entities inside of my host's brain.
To be fair,
I act like an antibody.
That's fair.
I think... Wait, what is this?
That's just...
Connie, is that what those things are called?
Yeah, they're called antibody.
Okay.
That's fair. Honestly, that's just fair.
We can't even argue with that logic.
No, she's
She's within the right.
No, she's got a point.
She's
No,
got
that-
wait, let her cook.
solidly in.
Wait,
she's solidly
she's
in
got
the
a
right
point.
here.
No, she's 100% in the right. We're sorry. But man, does that hurt.
And look,
I didn't have to do anything.
and look,
kind of
the
flop back.
I
majority
didn't
of
do
the other
shit.
people who've tried to undertake this challenge have had to hit me a lot more than 3 times.
So you were just
Considering they
being
have
nice.
to kill me.
So you were just being nice.
I like you guys!
Oh, thank you. But did you have to be a bitch with the whole? You gotta try harder than that.
I was just trying to be cool.
That was a 5th level spell slot, man. It hurts.
I know, I'm sorry. She places a hand on your chest, Aya, and you feel a boof throughout your body. A warmth of arcane energy swarms, and you feel as if that 5th circle magic has been restored to you.
Holy heck!
So I can have. So I have my third. My spell slots back.
No, I can only do that once per rest.
Okay.
Kind of,
Leopold is just still there, stance ready, spear over shield, ready for shit. He just hasn't. He's still mid rage. He's still ready.
I feel like Caladra's just kind of like had her claw ready and like just kind of droops.
Well, I feel like
Lowers
That was
it.
fucking
I feel like
dead-ass
Mod
sleep.
just had a well. That was anticlimactic.
That's exactly how it felt. That is exactly how I felt.
This definitely feels anticlimactic.
Bro, just straight up
This
didn't
is gonna be
expect. He's like,
epic.
can't I counterspell the shield? Yes, you can. Counterspell it. Hit you twice with 2 magic missiles, just in case you were gonna pull that little trickery.
Damn.
Because I'm just hoping either Aya or Leopold would hit her. After that, I'm like, I can guarantee 2 hits.
Damn. Alright. Well, you guys have successfully completed Mod's challenge.
Key, please.
Burke.
Mhm.
She motions for you to step forward.
kind of walk up and kind of crouch down because I'm like 7 feet tall.
And
By the way, Hat is fully fallen asleep. That's why he didn't get in the fight
and
with a donut in hand.
She takes off.
Don't touch my donut.
She takes off the hat she's wearing and places it on your head, Burke.
Oh, more accessories.
As you see a small little key droop from the brim of the hat.
All right.
There you go.
And
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you, Maud. Really, I did enjoy your company.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming over to the Reprieve. It's a great place. Great dining.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I think you did good.
Beautiful.
Thanks. I tried. I really did.
Honestly, it was a pretty good challenge. I thought it was just gonna be so simple as climbing a tree.
Well, I mean, I can't make it that. Otherwise, everyone would pass it.
I don't know. That was a pretty tall tree, but
Not everyone.
It was a pretty tall tree.
Also,
but did
thanks
you look
for-
at the defenders? Holy shit, they were
Well,
weak.
Thanks
Wow.
for killing them. They're actually quite a pest. They suck
yeah.
so much.
Oh,
Well, this was just
fair.
to clean up the tree.
A little.
Pest control.
I mean, a key's a key. I'm not sneezing at it.
And no, I'm not sneezing.
Yeah.
And you gave
Win
back
is a
my
win is a
fifth level
win.
spell slot.
So-
I'm good. I'm good.
guys, how many keys do we have, and how many keys do we need? I'm assuming we have them all.
Now, I think we can go fight the elite. Go fight you now.
I think we can go fight the elite.
I think we can now go to
How do
the
they know about
Elden
Pokemon?
Tree. We can become the Elden Lord now.
The Elden Lord. You guys
Yep,
did have to
alright,
climb up a big
that's
tree.
fair.
You guys
We
did
can
have
go
to.
and seek the Elden Ring.
You guys had to
Oh my
climb
God.
up a giant tree after all.
Alright. Hat, if you could take him back. I mean, you'll have to go back down.
But before we go back, I'm stupid tired, guys. It's been a long day.
Same. I'm
Ooh,
not
tree nap?
Tree nap?
I mean,
Tree
I've
nap.
already...
Mod,
I've already
you want to join us for a tree nap?
I'm down for a tree nap. I've already killed the matriarch of the nest this time. So, I mean, yeah, you guys can sleep here.
Tree nap?
All right.
Tree nap?
Dude,
Tree nap?
There won't be another one for
Sure.
there won't be another one for a little bit, so you guys are good.
Sure,
All
man.
right.
All right.
Ooh.
Pat is so against it.
In the morning, quick spar match, because I need some training. I'm still not fully used to the blade song.
I could go
The
up against you.
sparkle in
Stop.
Aya's eyes
Never mind.
from admin asking for a sparring match is just like
It's very apparent.
He's so giddy.
Maud kind of snaps her fingers, and both Yolanda and Cleric appear on the top of the tree.
Nice.
Even
I
I've
didn't
been
do
up here the whole time.
I mean, I could have, but then the tests and shit and the pest control.
Fair. Still going to
Everything
call it
she's
out.
been easy on us.
She did.
By this time, Leopold has sort of snapped out of the rage and is just looking
Wait,
around, sort of.
We're not
confused.
fighting anymore, huh?
Burke will kind of like kind of fall forward and then slowly morph into the full-on tiger form, and then looking up at Maud, will say, "So will we be seeing you more in this form if we manage to get get your host out of this situation?"
I mean, hopefully. I'm
Like, is it sort of like kind of like Yorin? Can you manifest yourself now, or?
well. I mean, I'm still pretty weak.
Yorin and
For a
I had a lot of time to work on manifesting.
it didn't
I
help
don't know.
that both the beast and E took a lot of my power. Mind you, I also have to store a lot of it here to try and keep Mother's domain away from this area.
Okay, makes sense.
DM,
So, do you know any way that we could perhaps maybe deal with them? Any weaknesses at all?
You
As
mean
I kind of like
E
lay
and
down.
the beast?
Yeah.
Well, number one, kill the beast.
Fair.
He'll
Seems like a
come back
bit of a
eventually,
hassle.
but
Kill the beast.
he'll come back eventually, but he's the biggest issue.
is he not actually a part of Eldon?
He is and he isn't. He is
Got
a
it.
piece of Eldon that took over a part of my brother.
Where is your brother?
Well,
With the
one of them is in a man called Venti, and the other is
Oh,
well,
so that's
the
what
beast.
Wait. What happened to Venti? How did... Ivan's perking up mainly because this is new to him with being a stalker.
Well, he
But
didn't
it-
fully die, and my brother wanted a new host. Because this one, had two other night beasts. And it was kind of hard to, dispense food to everyone
I mean-
equally.
Basically, if you guys are twice dead, then he's like a third dead.
More like
I'm
a
just-
more
it's
like a
just crazy.
happy.
It's still just crazy meeting someone with multiple night beasts in him.
I have no.
That's not.
That's actually partly due to Donovan.
What? What does he have to do with this?
Grimm's father. He's the one who actually brought us into existence.
Right.
We're
Okay,
what
this
are known
pieces are
as
starting to put together.
we're what are known as artificial night beasts. We
Gotcha.
did not mature in the Nexus. We
Mhm.
were pieces of the prince found and molded into an immature grub.
So that's what those things are. Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah.
News to me. I need to meet this Venti person at some point.
Well,
He's,
hopefully you can.
Interesting one.
He's in Aeidros. Doing
What's
a
your
lot.
guys' opinion on him?
I mean,
I don't know the guy.
he's been a bit of a family man as far as I knew. Granted, a little bit misguided in some cases, but other than that, he seems like a good person. Although, a little bit wary of him sometimes. He's a little off, but he's saved my hide once, so I trust him for what it's worth.
He looks to everybody. Anybody else knew this man? Because I need to meet a potential creature
Well,
like that.
well, don't you know Grimm did? But well, he's back at the Synapse.
Yeah, I'd rather not go back. That was such a long walk.
You guys walked all the way from the Synaptic Palace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grimm
not
could
fun.
have Grimm could have just taken you from one end of the tunnel to the other.
I think he wanted to
Yeah,
enjoy the
some-
time with us.
We kind of had some conversation.
It's not a fun walk.
It wasn't, but we had a good time.
Oh, all right.
He says, writing down a list of like people. It's a list that Advin hates, and it's just the abyss at the bottom.
The abyss.
The abyss reason. The abyss reason it sassed me.
Reason it did not stare back.
It didn't have the
Leopold,
decency to look at me.
what about you? Did you ever meet this Venti person?
He's asking
Leo.
Leopold.
Yes.
What's your opinion of him?
Guarded.
I need more details.
He's been through a lot, to which I can relate. He doesn't like to reveal all of his information, which is also understandable. He keeps to himself a bit.
As far as I know, he was also somewhat tortured by Corbane.
Yeah.
In that we are also similar.
I feel like most
So
of
we've-
you are similar in that way.
I feel like most of us probably want to stick a claw or
That reminds me,
dagger in Corbane.
Leopold. Can I
Yes.
talk to you on private for a moment?
Sure.
As you guys, as Advin,
Howdy, Mud.
as Advin takes Leopold to the side, Aya begins setting up the dome. Kaladra's dragon form slowly dissipates.
Question on the dome.
Yes.
Can I teach Kaladra how to do the dome? I know she's not a spellcaster, but
She is an arcane trickster.
oh,
But that's a 7th level spell. Or no, that's a 5th?
That's a 1st level spell, man.
The dome?
Yeah.
Liamin's tiny hut?
Yeah.
That is not a 1st level spell. That's a
That's
3rd.
Third.
It's a 3rd.
It's a 3rd
Yeah.
level spell. And I don't...
3rd level ritual.
Is Kaladra...
Neiman's Tiny Hut, it's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
It's just evocation.
Lurking Trickster at this level should be able to cast 3rd level spells.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you'd be able to teach Kaladra. Yeah. She'd be able to write it down in her small little spell book.
I think I only have 2nd level spell slots.
Do you?
You only have second. Did you multi-class at some point?
I may be the worst, and making character sheet stresses me out, so I may have had some help. And
That's
I
fine.
can double check with my help after.
Yeah, I'll also double check. But anyways, as Aya begins... sorry, what was that, Sam?
I was just gonna say, even if there's like not really hope, she could just go through the motions with him, just like in like almost like a monk-esque ritual, like a real life monk, where they just like going through the motions of a ritual.
Mm-hmm. As Aya begins teaching Kaladra this spell that she does not have access to yet.
She won't until the next level.
Yeah. You all begin setting up camp. A presence sitting over you. You all have come this far. You have reached a point where you're near the end. Can you save Eldon? Can you help him? Questions plaguing the mind. But more than that, can you stop E? And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Tune in next time to find out.
Tune in next time on the Romance Ball Z.
I was kind of hoping I would be able to talk with Leopold in this episode.
We'll get to it next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. And Lemmy, if you would please take us out.
Right. You know what? I don't have anything right now. Because I'm kind of hungry, and these people they have a gun to my head. Healthy, hydrated, hornery, hangry, and always remember
that the hat works in a mysterious way.
Good night, everybody!
Good night, everybody!
Shit, this episode.
Go on, Jen.